Welcome back to a live edition of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. This is the recap. I am Tuck. How are you out there? We're doing a recap of episode number 19, and it's called Relationship Middleman, and I'm speaking metaphorically, so you got to get with me in order to understand, because I'm pretty sure if you're in a relationship, you have a middleman. Don't mean it's bad, don't even mean it's good, but we will see. So without further ado, I will bring on the person that go live with me all the time, my guest, Michaela, aka K, aka don't know a damn thing.
Uh-uh. No.
Gibbs Wooden Gal.
Hi.
What's up with you?
Baby. You anyway. Nothing much. Hanging out. Hanging out. I've been waiting on this shit since yesterday.
Yeah, I had to I got on TikTok. I stayed on TikTok for 2 hours and 30 minutes because the live went crazy.
I always forget to get on there so I can comment and stuff.
Joker got mad. Like how many what you gotta get like 1,000 followers to go live, right?
I gotta work. All right.
You gotta get into it. But long as you what's it call them, if you be visible, I throw people on there that be messing with me. Relationship middleman, how do you feel about it? Have you ever had a middleman in between your relationship? What was the glue that kept you two together?
Uh, so plenty of times because I used to be one of them people who like projects.
You
And so
like,
I
oh,
just be in a relationship with somebody so I can help them. And then after I help them, and I feel like I serve my person, so I'll
hold
be
on,
out.
let me. So you get in a relationship to help people. Why do you build a project? Is that a form of insecurity? Huh?
To do projects?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Yeah. No, I'm not insecure a little bit. But it's just I'm a helping person. You know what I'm saying? I'm an empath. I see someone in need. I'm here to help.
And that's what you
I
want to
was.
run with.
That's what I was there to
But
help.
why was you attracted to them guys?
Because I'm a helper. But it's just I would like help. I mean, I'll honestly help anybody. I didn't necessarily have to be in the relationship with somebody to help them. But it would end up being like my friend used to tell me, my friend Tiara, she used to always tell me, K things or bay things.
Uh-huh.
So I would do like little stuff that I would probably do for just like, random Joe off the street. And then they feel a kind of way. Or I mean, I might like them a little bit.
Mm.
And then I would let people put me in a relationship.
So middleman. You said something that I'm gonna get on you about
Mm.
when you get here. You know what I'm saying? But well, I'm gonna get on everybody when people use certain things that don't make sense to me as a way to go at people, and I'm gonna bring it up Friday because I just
What do
gotta
you mean
address
go at
it.
people?
Hey man, hey, look, I ain't about to ruin that. I ain't about to ruin it right now. I'm out here sending the live to people. You should do the same.
I sent it to a few people. They said they about to come in.
Okay,
But
I
just
got.
I'm gonna wait till Friday. But like come at people like
Hey,
arguing.
hey, if you gonna wait, then what the hell you still talking for?
Cause I just wanted like a little sneak peek.
Nah, ain't no damn sneak peek. If you gonna wait, why the hell you talking?
Because I'm curious. Nah,
Huh?
I'm curious now. I wanna know.
No, it ain't nothing to it. It's a process. I just gotta, cause if people be saying some of the dumbest stuff, and you was one of them at the time, and and when you say something, I gotta correct it because you don't know what the hell y'all be talking about. But let me
Well,
let me go. Let me. All right, I'm gonna send this out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. We're gonna get to talking. This shiznick. You feel me?
I
All right. Let me go ahead. Yeah, I am done. I am done. Okay. All right. Let's do it. So, like I was saying, one of the things that what happens when somebody meets you and you're like broken, and if you're coming in, please put a thumb up in the comment section. Just to, I need to know if the comment section working. Sometimes it should be freezing, but like say for instance, you was brokenhearted. You just left your man. You in pieces. Now this man that comes along puts you back together.
mm-hmm.
And the reason you're with him is because he stopped you from hurting. Now you in this relationship after he fixed you, and now you realize that was the only middleman that kept y'all together. What do you do?
Leave.
How do you break up with somebody that put the work in to heal you?
But I mean, did they actually heal you, or were they just a part of the process?
They were instrumental in your recovery. Part of the process is a form of your healing process. That means they helped you.
They didn't do
Right.
most of the work though. They were just there for like a portion of it. So that,
You were lost. You had no true guidance. You was in pieces. What happens when you get with somebody that healed you, and the middleman is the fact that he put you back together?
I don't try to be there for them the best way you can in another way, but like that don't you don't stay in a relationship because of that. Like I don't think anybody like if I help somebody heal, I don't feel like that person owes me anything because I chose to be there for them. I chose to help them. Plus, especially if they knew especially if they knew that I was fresh out of a relationship, right?
Okay.
Give me time. Don't you try to jump
No, no, no,
right
no.
into me.
You fell in love with him, but you fell in love with the healer, not him.
That's called a rebound.
Okay, but okay, you rebound. You
Mhm.
fell in love because you thought you fell in love because he made every, when you're down, like if you're starving and somebody give you a crumb, you're gonna love that person
Yes.
until you are realize until you're not starving anymore, you're not hungry, you're not gonna even realize that this person you really don't you really ain't really got a connection with him because he only feeding you because you're desperate. But the thing of it is, you were desperate and he was there.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. I was about to say if they helped heal me and then we built a connection based off of that and like we actually got like a real relationship and everything's good, that's cool. But there's like no connection outside of like me being broken. I'm not
Right.
staying in that. Right.
You
And they deserve better than me.
you
Why
not
would you want
staying
to
in
stay
it.
with me? No, I'm not staying in that. There's something the oomph is missing.
I'm trying to get these TikTok people to come on over here on Facebook and Instagram because
Yeah.
I hate the fact that StreamYard does not Facebook and YouTube. StreamYard does not actually get people to actually what's it called. So I'll be trying to get it to where I can run both, but I ain't worried about it right now. I
Can
be
you do one off of your phone and then like we'll talk about it.
so in
Like I just feel like you could I don't know, because then it would be like that little echo if you have both of them running.
No, no, no. Mm-mm. Fuck it. Don't even worry about it. Let's go back to it though. So I thought I got like a little Hey, give me that stand right there. Well, just hand it over. Just hand it over here.
Oh, you mean like how you can go live here and with Facebook?
I'm on YouTube and Facebook, but
Yeah.
StreamYard does not. Just dip it over here. No, over here. StreamYard does not allow. I mean TikTok. That's why it don't have. It don't even have Instagram.
Mm.
So when I go live, it be all right. Is it out the way? You don't see it on the camera. There. You kind of do though.
Yeah.
That bullshit out of here.
It's okay because it kind of blends in with the,
What the what's it called?
yeah, like right in between us.
Ghetto as hell.
Yeah.
Fuck. No, but like if somebody comes to your rescue,
Mm.
how do you get rid of that person if that person was there for you during the time that you were broken? How?
It's are we getting rid of them or are we just like adjusting the job description? You know?
Huh?
Are we really getting rid of them or are we just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Like we're just adjusting the job description. Like you're just not, you don't have to be bae, but you know, like we can be cool or we could be friends and I can like help you in a way or something.
No, it ain't that. It's like if you're tuning in on TikTok, please go to the Facebook and YouTube. I mean, the Facebook and YouTube and join in. I just want to let y'all know I'm live so y'all can go over there and watch it. But if somebody heals you, you will put you was broken. Don't you owe that person?
No, I don't owe them anything. Here's the thing. It's gonna hurt. It's not like it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy process because I obviously have feelings for you. Probably I love you in one way or another. It's just like not necessarily in like a fully romantic way, the way I would like to, because the oomph isn't there. But I do love you
So you
because of
saying that after
who
a
you are.
traumatic,
But
so you saying you don't have so you wouldn't have a problem with breaking up with somebody after a traumatic break? Like okay, you breaking up with somebody that when they saw you when you was at your lowest point, they helped you get yourself back together. You fell in love with him, but you fell in love with the healer, not the actual person. Now that y'all are a couple, you have no issue with getting rid of that person. You just gonna
I'm not
walk
saying
out.
that I wouldn't try.
So you're gonna be a healed person that now breaks somebody that helped you heal.
No, I'm not saying that I wouldn't try in a relationship, but like you said that there's like literally no connection between the two of us. So if there's no connection with us, I'm not the only person that feels it.
Right.
There's something missing on both sides. And if
Right.
we're working together and we can't fix it, why would we stay in a relationship where neither one of us feel a connection and
No,
neither
no, no, no. Don't make it a we thing because he actually loved you when you was down and out. So he loved who you are at your lowest state. He
did
nursed
he?
you back. He nursed your ass back to health. And now after you fell in love with the nurse, realize that he did not. You didn't fall in love with him. You fell in love with the healer. And now once you realize that, I feel like you owe it to make it work.
But you're saying that there's no connection. So did he actually fall in love with me or did he fall in love with the project? Because there are people out there that love projects. Like, all right, I'm in, like, I used to have projects. All right, I'm there to help you, to get them on the feet, get them whatever to help, whatever it is that they needed at the time. Boom, now I'm out. They still doing good when I left and they moved on. So did he actually fall in love with me or did he fall in love with, like, oh yeah, I can help her. I can do this. And now that I don't need that help, does he really feel like he wants to stay there and be with me? Because some people feel like they need to get out. I'm done with this. This is not it.
If
It's
y'all
not.
watching on TikTok right now, I need y'all to go to Facebook and YouTube and actually join the conversation because we're live over here. I can actually see more of your comments. We're having a real good discussion about what uh, the recap of relationship middleman. And right now we're talking about if your ass got dumped or somebody broke you in pieces and somebody came along and put your Humpty Dumpty ass back together, and then you fell in love with the person because you was at your lowest state. So now that he's healed you, would you then once you realize I don't love him, I love the fact that I love what he did to me, would you leave somebody that helped you get your life together? Now are you gonna now break the healer that put you back together, or do you owe it to him to make it work? And if y'all want to express your comments, go to Me and My Big Mouth on YouTube and Facebook and join because I got the lovely Michaela up here and we up here talking this ish. So I would love to get y'all on there. That way I can actually go back and forth. You actually hear her response. But I put it on TikTok to let y'all know I'm live over here. See, I'm almost up to, I was at 50 over here. But keep
Oh,
going.
okay. Where we at?
Una. So keep
It
going
always
though. Bro.
says that though, but then okay. Um,
So you say you'll leave them.
I said I would try first. I would really try to make it work first. And then if it's just not working, like the connection just isn't there, depending on what it is, then I might leave. Now, I do feel like there are certain situations where you can, like, again, renegotiate the contract, renegotiate the job description, whatever. All right, this is what we were before. And because we don't have this connection, what are we doing now?
Right.
Because sometimes people look at marriage and stuff, like if we're talking about going that far, look at marriage as like a business deal.
All
I
right,
don't,
let's get past that because you pretty much saying that you're gonna leave a person that help put your ass back together.
I'm gonna try
That's
to
that's
stay with them.
trifling all in itself. That's selfish all in itself. But this is when you can be selfless. Two people fall out of love, but they have kids. I believe they should stay for the children. That should be the middleman should be the children. What do you say? Now, no, this is no abusive relationship. This is no relationship where you're cheating on one another. Y'all just grew apart, so they say.
I mean, is it
That's
toxic in the point where we're arguing all the time? Because it doesn't have to be physical for it to be like a toxic environment.
if you're watching, go to YouTube and Facebook and jump in the conversation. I'm not putting. She's somebody said they're not putting themselves in that predicament. Go in the YouTube and Facebook so we can have a conversation. Because I'm gonna cut this TikTok off
They're not
after a while.
putting themselves in what predicament? Marriage?
As far as I think they respond as far as like putting themselves in a predicament where they'll stay for the child. But I don't really know. I'm
But how can you tell that? Because when you get married and you have children, you don't plan on the divorce. You don't plan to fall out of love once you fall in love with somebody. That's not something that's planned. That's something that happens.
because a lot of people said, no, I'm not gonna stay for the child. How could it work? If you're selfless, meaning the mother and the father, and you make it about because first of all, once you leave the house, your child is going to be off balance because it's not getting the proper masculine and proper feminine energy that gonna mold and shape and create them.
Right.
So why not stick it out for the kids?
I feel like if they still have like a good relationship, because it could be mutual, or they're just like, damn, I don't like you, or I don't.
You
This
know, you
body.
know what's crazy? Women can be unhappy, right? They can be unhappy, but stick with them because the sex is great. But if they don't, but they can be unhappy and have kids with them and will leave quicker.
And I do agree with that. A lot of women are out there like that. I think it's stupid as hell. That's stupid as
So
shit.
they won't stick it out for the children, but they'll stick it out for great sex.
Because you know what?
That's
Sex
their middleman.
top of their list. I meant to send you a screenshot or something. I'm gonna send it to you later. But it's like somebody got $7, right? You get to spend it. It had like a list of qualities and with like a price next to it. Anyways, yeah, some people actually put like good sex as their number one. Like they were like that had to be top of their list. I'm not staying for no good sex or anything. I would stay for the kids before I stay for the sex. But if it's like a we can't stand each other type of vibe, and then our children can see that we can't stand each other, and
Right.
we can't put on their front in front of them, and it's
Uh,
affecting them in that way. Because I've seen some kids, they're just like, dang, I wish they would just like not be around each other if they're young enough or whatever, just separate or something.
if you're watching, come on YouTube and Facebook because that's where the actual live is going. I just want to let y'all know we're live and we're talking, and we just want to have a conversation. So you feel like when people, so you are you in agreeing? I think you're in agreeing with this.
Hmm.
All right, bring that up, man. We got one from YouTube. They in the building because you learn my body as well. We learn each other and know how to please each other. So that's an excuse to. Okay, well, you stick it out for that, but would you stick it out for your children? You took
And,
that down too
and I
fast.
feel like it's got to be like y'all really have to at least be
I was
cordial.
watching you read it, huh?
Y'all at least have to be cordial.
It had to be cordial.
At least minimum have to be cordial because if y'all
What
just
is
like can't
if
stand
if
being
you're
around,
gonna stay if you're gonna stay in any relationship that you're unhappy, why not it be for the kids?
correct.
If any relationship, and if you're watching, go to YouTube. Somebody said, all right, I'm coming to YouTube. If it's any relationship, why not stick it out for the kid? I'll try, and that is no negative impact to my child. I'll try. What I'm saying, why would you stick it out for great sex?
Hmm.
Because he learned my body, and you know how hard that is.
I feel like,
But you'll try for the chilling.
but see, I get the whole tribe so like yeah, I'll try to be in a relationship, stay in a relationship for the kids, but if it's negatively impacting them, I'ma leave. Honestly, regardless of if the sex is good or whatever the situation is, I'ma leave for the benefit of my kids because I care about my kids and I care about the impact that it's having on my children.
She said, my kids will have a new step daddy. Okay, all right. That ain't really that true. You just can't jump and make a damn stepdaddy like that. That takes time. And without that time being made, children are gonna miss out on that balance of life. And then the adjustment that a stepdad gotta have once he get to your kids to know how to even implement his energy to them, it's gonna take time. So your kids gonna have to wait till you get your dating game together before they get a foundation
And
that's
I'm gonna tell you,
blessing their moves
this dating game
and
is like
their way of thinking. Because if the love just ran out, why not just the love for your kids didn't? So y'all can be cordial in the house. Y'all can stick it out. Why not stick it out for the kids? Out of all people. If you watch it on TikTok, come on Facebook and YouTube and have this conversation. You can actually hear it. I don't like training people. Okay, okay,
mm,
you want to respond to that?
to a certain extent, you gotta train people. They don't know you. They gotta get to know you. What are you doing? You gotta. I'm gonna teach you about me. I gotta train you how I like. This is how I like to be loved. This is how I like to be treated. Da 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 da. And they need to do the same thing for you. They training you too.
Right.
So I don't know
So
about that.
it's so so a lot of people like, I don't, that's bad for the kid too. No, it's only bad when y'all can't keep it cordial for the kids. I
Right.
agree that if you're staying, it's going to be negative impact on the kids, then I will leave. Why would it be a negative impact if you made the reason you stay about the kids? If both of y'all in, okay, we're gonna stick it out for the kid. Why not? Maybe you can rekindle some shit. Some kids are negatively impact.
And some of them are, but that I feel like a lot of times when kids are negatively impacted, it's because of the fucking parents being fucking selfish.
Selfish. They say it again.
Yeah, they're being fucking selfish, and then they're letting the children see different stuff, and they're being petty in front of them. They pick up on things. They pick up on
Right.
energy. That's
But
y'all.
but you, but you only can pick up on something that's being displayed.
Right.
Uh-huh. So you know how you when you hide your kids from that new nigga? You know how you do that? Won't you do that when you're trying to stick it out and make it work with somebody they familiar with?
Yeah, because some of them old relationships and stuff, you'll never know granddaddy was out there sleeping around.
If you're watching the live on TikTok, come on to Facebook and YouTube. We over here talking and we responding to comments over here. I can't really see y'all, so come on to Facebook and YouTube. All right,
Okay, so let's say it's y'all keep talking about negative, like a negative environment, toxic environment. All right, let's say it's not like y'all just grew apart. All right, we don't fit the same anymore. I don't
can
have the
we
same
stop? Can
feelings
we
for
stop there right now? Can we stop there right there? I want you say, can you fucking grow apart?
yes,
How can you grow apart?
because people change every day, and if you're not in sync, if you're not like attentive to your partner or yourself, y'all can grow in different directions. You should grow
How
together
can two people under the same roof grow apart? Why is it? What do you mean? We ain't the same human beings when we get together. So how the hell you mean we grew apart?
because
I
y'all.
be,
So a lot of a lot of people put on a good front at the beginning of a relationship, and a lot of people put forth more effort at the beginning of a relationship, and then as time goes on, they stop putting in that effort. You can't stop putting in that effort. You know how people are just like, oh, 80-20, 50-50. No, it should be 100, 100, 100, 100. Everyone should be putting in all of their effort, and people stop doing that. So when you stop putting in that effort into the relationship, what it was on a song, it was on the Blueface and Krishan song. I mean, they're a bad example, but the song was nice. But he said something about the grass not green, the grass is greener where you water it, or something like that.
right,
You
right.
have to actually put attention into your relationship. And if you're not in your relationship, like your attention is being taken away, maybe it's social media that you get wrapped up in, or it's your homeboys in your ear, or it's your homegirls in your ear, all of that stuff, and it's pulling you out of your relationship, and you start turning into like your partner can't recognize you anymore. Sometimes people do fall apart.
So you saying you believe in falling apart? I don't think you can fall apart. 9 times out of 10, let me read that comment. 9 times out of 10, a man don't wanna or would want to stick around. Most like the dude I seen this on TikTok before and other places. The relationship only is in trouble when the woman is unhappy. Men can ride out a bad storm. Women will jump the hell off the boat. If the Titanic was really being honest, she took that plank from that dude. He didn't give it to her. She
Stop it.
took it from him. Y'all do not like because you're chasing something that's not real. Happiness. The pursuit of happiness is a continuous thing. Whatever makes you happy today might not make you happy next week. This is your favorite food, but if they give it to you every day, you will not want it for a year. So to believe that happiness is something that you can always have in a relationship, that's preposterous. Men are not um consistent. Don't start the relationship all one way and then being in a neglected after a period of time.
Women do
That
that
is
too.
probably that's pro. Say it again.
Women do that too.
Women actually do that, but I mean, she do got a point. We
Was
tend
trying
to
to
slack.
find a
We
relationship.
tend. I get that more than a lot because we tend to take each other for granted when we're in a relationship. Women, I think women feel it more. I don't know why y'all feel it more, but we tend to get in. We do get into a routine. Even sex can be a routine,
I'm getting too comfortable. Yeah.
but that's gonna happen in every relationship, right?
I'm getting too comfortable.
Huh?
I mean, you're gonna get a little comfortable. You don't need to get too comfortable.
If you're
Mm-mm.
watching on TikTok, come on. No, bro, you can't do that. Come on to YouTube. If you're watching on TikTok, come on over here and have a conversation.
Like
If
I
it's
could
fish
say
or
that men
salmon,
do
I
get too
would.
comfortable, but
So
like
if it's fish or salmon, I would. You wouldn't want it every day. That's a damn. That's a cap.
what are we talking about?
That's what you
Blue?
do. Say they'll eat fish or salmon every day. I'm just saying, like people. I really want to just say women.
I know you know.
I
Hmm.
really want to just say women. I really do. I think women are quitting on love because it does not match the idea in their fucking head. That's why everything is beautiful in the beginning and then it fades off because the idea of love, they don't tell you that work is a part of love. But it should be work. Should it be work?
I feel like you have to put in a certain level. It shouldn't be hard.
Shouldn't be hard. You should
Yeah.
have to still serve your partner, but it shouldn't be hard.
Right.
We have to learn how to be a happy couple. Oh, let me read it. Happy married.
I don't know.
Yeah, we have to learn to be. You can't. Every marriage ain't happy. Shit, you ain't gonna like your kids every day, but you love them. Why
Right.
ain't love? Why we can't pursue love instead of happiness? Huh?
I
Huh?
honestly feel
Am I
like
the only person know this?
I feel like that should come. That should go hand in hand because just because I'm having a bad day doesn't mean that I'm not like a happy overall. I'm not happy just because we got into a little fight doesn't mean that overall I'm not happy. I feel like overall both of us should be happy in a relationship.
If you're on TikTok, come on to YouTube and Facebook so I can see your comments and y'all saying some good shit over here. But I gotta stick to this over here, so y'all need to come over here. I'll make you come over here if you want to say something. So
And
come over
also,
to on Facebook and YouTube. Me and my podcast. But uh,
I want to say like yes, women will leave the relationship, but back to I forgot her name. Comment about like men not being consistent and stuff, and then how we talk about people getting too comfortable and things of that nature. I was always a strong believer that you got to do what you did to get there to stay there. Don't
right.
start slacking off, and don't get you can get a little comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's your partner get comfortable, but you can't get too comfortable because once you get to that point, you just like all right, well it's fine. I don't gotta do that because she's still gonna love me. Like my ex, I asked him to do a bunch of shit. I gave him a chance for like a whole year. And to this day, like I've talked to him after the relationship, and he told me he was like, "Oh, I never thought that you were gonna actually leave." Nigga got too comfortable.
You left because he got comfortable.
No, I left because he ain't do a lot. It was a lot of shit, but he was comfortable and not doing the things that we talked about or not making those changes because he didn't think that I was going to leave him.
Do you
I
really want a man? Let
another
me ask you
3 years.
something. Do y'all really want consistency?
Yeah,
Let me sit up in this joint.
yeah,
Do y'all really want consistency?
yes.
But when somebody's consistent, because I know women that like spontaneous men. Consistent creates routine. Routine creates a boring atmosphere. Why do you think women
Mm-mm.
always? Why you think women struggle with assholes and to get rid of assholes so much? Because it keeps the relationship filled with excitement, whether good or bad. It's still excitement.
But see, that's the thing. And why are they staying with those men? Huh? Because they're always causing problems. They're consistent with the drama. They're consistent with that bullshit. If you're a spontaneous person, you're consistently spontaneous. Just because you're consistent in a relationship doesn't mean that you're necessarily like boring. I'm gonna do the same exact things every day. You're gonna expect like the same dry old text messages every day. Like I'm just expecting you to consistently pour into me the same way I'm pouring into you. It doesn't
Right.
have to look exactly the same for you to be consistent.
No, you gotta be no, but I don't know. I don't know how do you stay consistent as a human being though? Like you are not a robot.
No.
It should be certain things that's like you have to be consistent on.
Yeah.
I don't think you can't be a superhero to this woman every day. You can't be a super wife to a man every day. You can't even go to work every day. You got a call out day.
Yeah.
Some men will flip they motherfucking top all because she couldn't cook 7 days out the week
Exactly. And would.
and be mad as hell like this bitch don't do nothing right here. I
Even
tell her.
if she got a even if she got a legit reason and she could like all that fucking week.
So I said you can be spontaneous and consistent. Oh, that's a lie.
No, you can if you're spontaneous.
Consistency will be, I mean, it's the corny spontaneous though. It's like, hey, we got tickets to the show. Nah.
I mean, but you can be
No.
consistent and then every now and then be spontaneous. Like, yeah, I know you don't got nothing going on this weekend.
Okay,
Boom,
all
check
right.
it.
How about this? How about this? If I when I when we did what we did, see, I can't really talk like I want to talk. When we did what we did, and I like you will have a moment where it was the best ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want that moment every time.
No,
That yeah, oh my God, stop it.
no,
Stop it.
that's not a thing because one,
If you touch you reach a certain peak in your performance, sex wise, that woman want that same feeling every day.
no, not necessarily because I might not want to do it every day.
Why do you think women upgrade their toys so much? Because they chasing that same high. High.
And
When
I don't
they
got no, because
first
that doesn't have to be necessarily an everyday thing. And also I feel like it depends on communication in the relationship. Damn it. Now you gonna have to understand I'm not doing this every night. This is a first Friday type of shit. I don't know. Talk to them about it. They know you're not a fucking robot. They know you're not their toys. That's why they got them.
so what you telling me? Let me read that because they agreeing. They saying consistency can be affectionate, date night, spontaneous sex, cooking, dining together, catering one another. I mean, like the usual,
Because if you're consistent with communication, that's a really big plus.
First of all, oh God, I should I save this for the. I'm on my shade that communication shit too. That communication, I'm gonna get on. But now that's in another. I can't say what I want to say, so I wait. It's been brewing, but I just know it's over here cooking. Let me read the.
Okay.
You read this one.
Happiness is subject to your needs. Your needs will
Go to
change over
YouTube.
time, so you have to be
Let's
open
go.
to the possibility of adapting your approach. Consistency is needed in effort, but not necessarily routine.
Because it's needed an effort, but not set routine. Okay, well, consistency breeds routine. Let your job not pay you on every week or every other week or every month.
But shit happens. Life happens. It comes at us fast. All right. You didn't plan on getting sick. Right. You didn't plan on your tire going flat. You didn't plan on having to call your cell phone by carrier people because they done fucked up some shit. Right. You didn't expect that shit to happen. So you're
Okay,
dealing with all of that and you can't get to certain things, but you're still communicating with me. I know what's going on with you. You're consistent with your communication.
so I said like men, women, and men need to stop dating their ideas. And let me elaborate more because you made me think of something. Like your idea of romance and a sexual romantic moment, is it influenced by your television or your YouTube or your social media? Is it really who you want, or is it the idea that you was influenced by? When you think of your dream man, is it really just a dream, or is it obtainable?
It's obtainable. It's obtainable. See,
It
here's
ain't
the
no
thing,
damn
and this
obtainable.
is
You listen to a woman, ask a woman what, tell a woman to write down what she wanted a man. Her shit gonna
I
be
did a
thicker than
pizza.
that. That damn she first of all, she gonna get to chapter 20. That shit gonna be thick as the Bible.
I did a relationship pizza, so I can figure
What's a
out.
relationship pizza?
So like, can I go wait? Let me get my paper because I can't remember the thing.
Go
Give
ahead
me,
and get
hold
it.
on.
Let me read some of these comments. If you're on TikTok, come to YouTube and Facebook and join the conversation. Um, you can be 100% all the time. Doesn't mean you don't care or wait a minute, don't care or you don't value the relationship. It means you show up with what you can provide. Now I do like that. That do make sense. But like, I want to ask y'all something. Is your romantic idea, because you can just tell by the way your weddings are. They look like Disney produced them. You can look at the prom. It looked like fantasy world.
Wait, man.
So when you have an idea of a man, you really be thinking he gonna ride up on this white horse and just sweep you off your feet. That ain't reality.
But okay, so to what Jan was saying, Kiani was saying, I feel like you can still technically be 100% in relationships as long as you're communicate. Like if I'm having an off day or I'm down a little bit, I can't do what I normally do that day. If I communicate to you that I cannot do that, I feel like that's making up for like what I'm not doing because I'm communicating that to you. You're not just in the dark and you don't have to guess and you don't have to read my mind.
Right.
I'm
Somebody
still
said
telling you.
romance and love ain't the same thing. Ain't that about the same though?
Mhm.
I get sex and love is not the same thing, but romance is that's a
Whoa,
damn
the same.
huh?
It's a little bit the same.
Yeah, that you got the you know what I'm saying. Romance, you romancing because you love somebody
What
for
do
the
you
most
mean by
part.
that?
Yeah, what do you mean by romance? All right, go to the next one.
Oh, my pizza.
Oh yeah, region the pizza.
Boom. This is a love pizza. Ignore this. Okay, because you should do it like who I am side and
Let
this.
me tell TikTok this. Hey, listen, she got a love pizza. If y'all want to come over to YouTube and look at this goofball shit she got going on,
It's cool. Look, because
a
it's like
love
who I am
pizza.
and what do I want? Ignore my writing. So
Oh, so
and
you this is your personal one.
yeah, but look at the idea of the pizza.
How do wait? I don't see no damn
So the
pizza.
crust. The crust of the pizza, they're your core values and the character traits. So you can do
Okay,
like
she
one
said the
through five.
crust of the pizza is your core values and your character trait.
You
Y'all
can name
really
a
need
lot,
come
but
on to
you
YouTube and Facebook and have this conversation with us. Now, what you said
you
now?
can, you can have a lot, but you need a top five, and the top five are your most important ones. And then the sauce is how he or she treats you, or like how they show up for you. What do you want that to look like? Right. So the sauce, it's kind of important. You can switch it out a little bit. They don't have to come with that. That's not a part of their center. You know what I'm saying? You can change it out. You can have marinara sauce, ranch sauce, whatever floats your boat, you know?
Right.
The toppings, you can switch that shit out like fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Physical, superficial attributes. All right. So some people might put, height or some shit on it, whatever they like. Yeah.
So you got to have your top five. I
Yeah. But
can't
not
read that
your
scribble scrabble, dog.
I know I had to draw arrows and shit up here because hygiene
So
is.
what is okay? What's your top five?
I'm still working on it, but I'll tell you what I
Oh,
have
shit,
right
we
now.
can fix it right now.
I'm organized. Okay, so I have family oriented, marriage
Okay, so her
minded.
man got to be family oriented because I got to give TikTok if you watching, come to Facebook and
Bring your ass
YouTube.
over here, so he don't
Bring
gotta
over
keep
here
doing that.
so we can have a conversation. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, marriage minded and monogamous.
You want a man? So wait a minute, marriage minded and don't cheat.
Yes,
Okay, all right.
it's called loyalty.
Loyalty.
Um, Emotionally mature.
Why do
Slash
you have cheating like at the top?
marriage minded because I want to be married. I want to be
I mean,
married.
I got the married part,
I have
but
a
I'm talking.
dash out for a monogamous. Don't talk about my handwriting. I have a dash out for monogamous because that's my preference. I want him to be monogamous. Now we've talked about we gotta discuss the contract if
But
you're trying to do something different.
when you say family oriented, do you actually mean he need to be a person that want family, or do he have to be ingratiated with your family too? Like your fam, not the family y'all create, but your family too.
Both,
Like
yeah.
you would want him to be ingratiated with your family. Is
Yes.
that like a deal breaker or no?
Yes, it's a deal breaker.
Like if he don't like your sister, that's a deal breaker.
I mean, they don't gotta be perfect. They don't gotta get along exactly or whatever. But you have to be willing to show up. Like if I have
So
death in the family or something, I need for you to like
yeah, I get that.
not be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually had an ex that refused to come out there and like be there or like pay his respects and shit. He was right down the fucking road. Goofy
Oh
ass.
yeah. You should have left his ass.
I did. You know what I'm saying? He in the fucking dirt. Come over to my grandma's house, eat her spaghetti, fall asleep for 30 minutes, and then leave. Nigga, I don't like
Okay.
that.
Damn, I don't want to get this because you said something, but we're gonna talk about it again when we film Friday. Um, come on now, listen here, man. A woman should expect to get cheated on, just like she expect to get sick one day.
So emotionally
So
mature and
cut that
available.
monogamous shit out. We're gonna talk about that
I
Friday.
do
We ain't
want
gotta keep going with the
a
pizza.
relationship.
Huh?
I do want a
Why
monogamous.
do y'all be so devastated when you get cheated on? When everybody you been know in your whole circle of life has been cheated on.
Yes, but I feel like most people I know have been cheated on, but every relationship that they've been in or every relationship that I have been in, I haven't been cheated on. I've been cheated on in a lot of them, but not every relationship. So my issue isn't necessarily, it's like my issue is what we agreed on. So if we've agreed to be monogamous and just be with each other, and then that's what the fuck it should be. Like you going behind my back and cheating on me and taking my option away, I don't fucking like that. If you wanted to have multiple bitches, you should have brought that up to me. Then I could decide whether or not I want to be with you.
Okay, but you leave him and you go to what, another cheater?
Every man doesn't cheat. That's why emotional maturity is on here. Nigga, figure out what you want in life. Figure out where you are. Be done with that shit.
Yo, I think that's the most corny. That's the most. Oh my god, I'm glad you said it because I was thinking about this today. Emotional intelligence slash emotional maturity. Stop telling men your man shouldn't be in his emotions that much. You are a master of that. You should be
No.
intelligent as that. If you got a man that's emotionally intelligent or he's master of his emotions, what do you mean by that?
I mean that he should be in tune with his emotions. I
A
don't mind.
man that's in tune with his
I don't.
emotions is that's a soft ass man.
No, it's
Cause
not. What the fuck? No, a man
yes,
who's
he is.
not in
He's
control
soft as
of his
hell.
emotions, a man who's not in control of his emotions is a soft ass man. That's a bitch ass
A
nigga.
man that's not in control of his emotions is a reckless ass man. But a man that's in tune with his emotions is a soft ass man.
How is
It's
that?
no
How is
way.
that a soft
It's no
man?
way.
No, hold on,
Because
hold on. Hold on, hold on, no, hold on. How is he a soft ass man? Because he understands how he
I can tell
feels.
you how you're a soft ass man. All right, ain't you in tune with your emotions?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm in tune with my emotions and you're in tune with yours, we're not built the same. We do not move the same. Stop
Just
it.
because we're both emotionally mature or we're both
We're not
in
the
tune,
same
just because we're
creatures.
hold up, just because we're both in tune with our emotions doesn't
That's a
mean
soft
that
ass
we
man.
doesn't mean that we're the same fucking person. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to be more emotional than he is. That doesn't mean that my hormones are not going to fluctuate more than his does. That just means that this nigga knows what bothers him and he knows what makes him upset. He knows the way he's willing to tolerate and he knows how to communicate. The fuck? Why can't he not be in tune with his fucking emotions? I've known somebody he not in tune with his fucking emotions. This nigga blow his top every time I say some shit that he don't like or every time I
Guess
do some
why?
shit that he don't really necessarily like.
Cause guess what? His ass been hugged too much by his mama.
No, because he's not in tune with his fucking emotions. He's not emotionally mature. And I
No,
also
no,
put
you
emotionally
said
available
a
because
man.
if you're
You said a
not
man.
emotionally available, how can you love me?
So you said a man to get mad every time he always blowing his top.
That was the example that I gave for somebody I talked to.
I see more females do that than men.
That's great. She's not emotionally mature. She's not in tune with her fucking emotions, and she doesn't know how to control her fucking emotions.
First of all, can't nobody actually control their emotions. They can control how they respond, but the feeling is still the
Hello,
same.
tomato to fucking tomato.
It ain't a tomato. Say I need a person to respond better to their emotions. You
That's
can't control your emotions.
emotionally mature. I know how I feel in this moment. I know what I need to do in this moment. I know how I need to respond in this moment. Emotionally
Emotionally
mature. If
mature.
you're in tune with your emotions and you know how you feel, then you know how to control your actions.
People, y'all walking around like people are fucking robots.
No, they're not
Do
robots.
we not make mistakes every day?
And do. But sometimes we can control the amount of
So
mistakes that we
when do
make
you
because
so how
nah,
often can you control your emotions?
a lot.
So you can stop. Okay, if you see something funny, can you control your laugh?
I can control my laugh in an
Okay, now you about to
in an
lie.
inappropriate
Now you
setting.
about to lie. Now
No,
you
if
about to lie.
I
Say
know
it
that
again.
this is inappropriate for me to do, then I might think of some other shit or whatever. But if I'm sitting here and I get pissed off by the slightest thing because I know that today is kind of like an off. Oh, hold on. It's like an off morning to me or something, right? I'm emotionally mature. I'm emotionally
Come
in
on to
tune
the
with
YouTube
myself.
or Facebook, chick.
I know how I'm feeling inside. I know that it's not that bitch fault. She said some shit that
It's
probably
coming.
that set me off, and I know that I shouldn't be triggered by that. So I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna take a deep breath, and I'm
Sean,
gonna calm myself down.
Sean. All right, you got to be in tune with your emotions. That's not weak. That is very fucking weak.
It's
Go
not
there.
weak. If
No,
I
no. I don't need to be in my emotions so much. You have a time when you're a man, you have a time and a place. You have emotions, right? You have fear,
mm-hmm.
right? But also you can't be in there. You can't live there. Nothing about you says live there. Protection, provider, you cannot live in your emotions. You have to block
So what
shit
do you
out
do?
sometime. You have to block shit out sometime and do what your emotions tell you not to.
How do you
I
know what to block out?
all right. For instance, we can be together. Somebody can break into the house. I could be scared just like you. I gotta block that shit out
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the first line of defense. I can't be in tune with my emotions and be in a cover shivering with your ass or calling
Fight,
911.
fight or flight response. Fight, flight, freeze. Okay, some people are fighters. Some people are gonna fly away, and some people are gonna freeze up. Okay,
Some
you're a
people,
fucking fighter. You're gonna go
no,
and fight.
it's people that don't are not fighters, but when they get pushed to the limit, they have to fight. Like
Their hands, voices, like an
they would
automatic
rather
response.
fly. Their response is naturally to flee. But because we're together, I'm the first line of defense, even though my heart is racing and I'm scared, I have to block that shit out.
You know,
But
they probably started to flee, and then they
should
saw
I
their
be
family, and it
emotionally
was like, oh,
intelligent?
nah.
Okay, let
They
me ask you
probably
something.
started to flee, and then saw their fucking family, and was like, oh, I gotta protect them. And guess what? They were in tune with their fucking emotions, saw that they were fucking
If
scared, and
I'm
chose
in
to
tune with my
follow that shit up.
emotions, if my emotion says it's fear, it's danger, shouldn't I try to get away from the danger? Or are you
No,
telling me to? Are you telling me I'm a man and I should block it out and go defend your family?
you're in tune with your fucking emotions because you realize that you're scared and you realize that you had to protect your fucking family. You got that emotion.
No, that ain't in tune.
You're
I
like,
literally
big
have to
dog, you
block
gotta
out.
fuck that shit up and you gotta protect your fucking family. And that's what the fuck you're
Why?
gonna do.
Did you just? Oh, you can't tell me I got to be in tune with my emotion. Tell me to suck it up.
Bro, you were in
That's
tune
not the
with
same
your
shit.
emotions.
That's not the
You
same
said,
shit.
hello. You were in tune with your emotions. You realized that you were scared, and you said, "Hey, big dog, you gotta suck this shit up, and you gotta protect your family." Is what I said. And then you
That
went and
ain't
you
in
protected your
tune. That's
family,
blocking your emotions.
bro.
My
You had to recognize that emotion first.
okay, that ain't in tune.
That is being in tune.
What?
You're being in tune with your
Okay,
emotions, and you're
uh,
acting
uh,
accordingly.
when you're in tune with something, it's like you know the details about it. You understand this, you understand that.
You know why you're
I know my emotions tell me to run and save myself. That's what
scared.
my emotions tell me. That's me being in tune. That is the signal. I got to do everything against my emotions by blocking it out to protect y'all.
Bro, you knew that you were afraid, you knew why you were afraid, and you knew why you were gonna like suck that up and swallow that shit and protect your fucking family. It's about your response, just as you
That's
said.
where her ass kid. I need to follow
Just
her.
because just because I'm angry doesn't mean that I have to lash out and knock shit over and push things down. It's about my fucking response.
Hey, yo, give them your handle.
Oh, at Bayla underscore boo underscore on Instagram. Oh, wait. Yeah. And at K with her big mouth on Instagram too.
At K
I didn't
with her
say
big, yeah, at K with her big mouth.
Yeah.
K
So
I.
scratch that first one. Y'all go to that second one. That's the one I'm gonna be on.
Yeah, because she just made a new page. But I don't even know what you said. I know the shit won't right.
It
I
was fucking right.
Men have to block out these emotions. So
No,
you said every time a man is feeling something, you want him to tap into his emotions.
I want him to
You
recognize
soft
it.
ass
I
man.
want him to
Like,
recognize that he's feeling it. If you're at work, you're at work. Somebody done pissed you off. You're not gonna go flying down the handles, kicking down the goddamn door, and busting the windows out. Cause that's your goddamn job. You
so
need a
you
job.
telling me, as your if I'm your husband and
Mm-hmm.
I come off of work and complain like you do, ain't nothing worse than a man that complain like a woman. So
The
what the
fuck?
hell? That's a but the man that's
That's the
complaining
problem,
like nope. The man that's complaining like a woman is in tune with his emotion because he's complaining about it. He's
bro.
recognizing it and he's speaking on it.
It's a safe space for
I
him.
know you don't want a man that complain like a woman.
Bullshit. I am his safe space. If he's had a rough day, he should feel like he can come and talk to me. And that's the
Okay,
problem.
y'all.
That's the problem with society. Men can't be vulnerable. Men can't open up, and men can't talk about things.
No,
And
the,
that's why we
the,
got.
the problem with society is that men are turning soft as hell, and you're creating a safe space for me to complain all the time.
You don't have to complain all the time, but you should feel
No, no,
comfortable with me
you
enough.
said that if a
No,
man complains.
you should feel comfortable with me enough that if you had a bad day, that you can come and you can talk to me about it because I am your
So
woman, I
no,
am your
no.
wife, I am your peace.
First of all, men have bad days a lot, just like y'all
Mm-hmm.
do. We just don't complain about the shit all the time because we push that shit to the side.
Because you feel like it. A lot of
Something
men don't feel like it's that big of a
because
deal to complain about.
me complaining about some shit, the job is more important than my feelings. That's the fucking problem. Is that everybody choosing feelings over everything? So I
No,
need
it's
to be
not
no.
about that.
Yes, they are.
No, it's
Everybody they
not.
choose
It's not
feelings
about that.
over facts.
You sound
They choose it.
you sound like them bitch ass women who talk shit about men because they feel some type of way or they come to them about problems they have or they come to like bitch I don't like this shit. Oh, you
No,
need to
no
man up. You
woman.
acting like a little bitch. That's what you sound like. Nah, that nigga should feel
They do. They do. They do.
no. Men should be
Don't
allowed to
yo.
express themselves.
First of all, a man that complains like a woman, you would not date him. Stop lying. You're lying. And everybody in
He
that
doesn't
chat,
have to complain like a
if you
fucking
with a
woman in
man
order to be in
that
tune with
complain
his
like a
emotions.
woman, and you say you'll date him, you're a damn lie.
He does not have to complain like a woman to be in tune with his fucking emotions.
Do you understand? We get emotional just like y'all. We just
Yes.
push that
Do
shit to
you
the side.
understand that?
We just push that shit to the side.
And he doesn't have to. You continuously
He
pushing that shit to the
should.
side. You continuously pushing that shit to the side ends up building up inside of you, and
I'm
it
not
comes
saying
out in the most negative ways.
I'm not saying that a man should express himself sometimes. I'm saying that he should not be in tune with his emotions the way you are.
He should be in tune with his emotions in order to express himself. He doesn't have to be as emotional as me, but he should be in tune with his emotions to the point where he feels comfortable expressing himself.
Y'all read, y'all. So tell me this. Tell me this. How did every other generation survive without all these fucking feelings you talking about? If
Sad,
you told your
lonely, miserable.
ancestors, because you believe in like mental health days, right?
I do.
Go back and tell a slave, you, oh yeah, I just got to take a mental health day.
They ain't have a choice. They ain't have that option. Shit, we get
What
paid
the
to
hell
help
is
things.
that?
Don't come for
Get
me.
your soft, weak ass the hell away from me.
Everybody needs a mental health day, but that's also why everybody was going through all that bullshit before. We're not gonna get into mental health days, but everybody needs an outlet of some sort. And a lot of people back then were miserable, or like they didn't require that emotional support from their partner or something, because they were in a relationship for something different. So like earlier when you were talking about staying in a relationship for the kids, they don't want to be with each other no more, but they're there for the fucking
how
kids.
is
That's it.
men how is men and women expressing their feelings all the time now healthy?
Bro, women don't even have to
How's
express
expressing
themselves
your
all the
feelings that all
Women
the
don't
time
even
healthy?
have to express themselves all the time to their man. There's certain shit that you don't have to express to them. There's certain shit that you can keep to your fucking self. There's certain shit that I'm gonna talk to my bitches about, and there's certain shit I'm gonna talk to
Okay,
my therapist
okay,
about.
okay. If expressing your feelings and talking out your problems is really a solution to whatever the fuck you saying it is, then why do marriage therapy and marriage counseling and therapies never always fail? Why they got a failing rate when it
They
comes
don't
to
always fail.
no, not always. I shouldn't say always. I mean, matter of fact, let me stick with always. Why don't when married people go to counseling, they end up still getting divorced? If talking
A
your
lot of
problems out
times,
work,
if we're talking about the ones that
if
fail,
talking your feelings and problems are always work, tell me why that shit fails so much.
because you can talk about the fucking problems all you want, but you have to put actions behind your fucking words. And then a lot of people, in addition to that, and in addition to not putting actions behind their fucking words, they wait until the very last moment to go and get counseling and therapy and shit, couples therapy and shit, right at their breaking point. When you see that there's an issue and you see that y'all aren't aligned, you should go and get that shit started then. But
Me,
there's no
me,
use of talking if you're not going to put no actions behind it. The fuck?
First of all, this is why men expressing themselves is bullshit. Expressing themselves and in tune with their feelings so much is bullshit.
How?
Men are a problem in solving basis. If you tell us a problem, we want to solve it so it's no more problem. You women are so in tune with your relationship that you tell your man, I just want to vent. That shit is ridiculous. That you would bring up what you got a problem with and don't want to have a solution. You just want to talk about it. Get
Because
the
a
hell out of
relationship
here.
isn't about you all the fucking time. And sometimes people do just want to vent. They just want to get it off their
I
chest
want to
because
vent.
they
Why are
already
you
have a
telling me shit
solution.
that you don't want to
If
problem? You don't
I
want to
if
fix it?
I already have a solution, why the fuck would I need one from you? I just
Then why
want
are
to
you
vent
telling me
and get
about
it
it?
off my chest. I want to
Didn't
vent
you
and get
just
it off
say?
my chest
Didn't you?
because my fucking person.
If you got a solution, why did you bringing this to me?
Because I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm bothered, and I want to talk to somebody
But you
about
have
it.
a
And you
solution for
may.
that. But you have a solution for that.
Yes.
So why the hell are you bringing it to me?
So after I finish venting, I'm gonna tell you my fucking solution.
That sounds dumb as hell. You gonna
It
tell
doesn't.
you gonna
If you're my person, I should be able to talk to you about stuff that bothers me. And I'm bothered.
if you don't want something to be fixed, keep that shit to yourself.
No, that's fucking stupid as shit.
Venting and not wanting to have a solution is stupid as shit.
I already have a fucking solution. I don't need you to provide me with the solution. Sit there, be quiet. The issue comes in, and a lot of fights come in when
That ain't
people don't say,
communication.
no, when people don't say, I just want to vent, and then people try to solve the fucking problem. That's where a lot of the fucking problem comes into play.
If you're on TikTok, come to YouTube, Facebook, join the conversation. Um, Solution based requires communication about the problems. I don't. You got to show me some evidence where talking your problems out has actually been working for people. Because these motherfuckers that didn't used to speak back in the day, how did they stick around so long? But we're in a society where we are coaching, we're talking our way through things. Because nowadays, actions, words speak louder than actions. But
They
how is
don't
it that
fucking
when
speak louder than
how
that.
is it that they didn't communicate the way we communicate now, and divorce rate is much higher?
Here's the
How
question.
about shutting
First
the
off,
fuck up
we'll
is the
talk about
solution?
relationships. We'll talk about relationships in a minute.
How why we can't embrace shutting the fuck up sometimes? Ain't that a solution for
And you can
everything?
shut the fuck up sometimes, but we can also talk sometimes too. It's not all about what you want. See, what you're stuck on is in your fucking head. I don't want to talk at all. I just want to be quiet. You're not the only person in the fucking relationship. So because you're not the only person in the relationship, if she want to talk, then you need to fucking talk. That's how that need to go. If you don't gotta, if
I
I got a
get
solution,
it.
you gotta
I
explain
yo,
it.
I
But
don't
we
I don't
can't. But look, men. A lot of men are action based. Boom. You don't know what it is that needs to happen until you fucking talk about it. You just
no
doing shit that
no
you think needs to be done doesn't always
don't
work.
bring me shit if you can fix shit. Cause I don't want shit. I don't. Why are you bringing me this negative bullshit energy if you already got the solution for it?
All right,
That's
boom.
dumb to me.
So what you said. Nigga at work flirting with you. He all up in your space. He done sexually harassed you and shit. But you done took it to HR. You done figured all that shit out. You don't want me to come and vent to you and talk to you about that shit?
First of all, if you got a solution, and don't tell me if you stopped it immediately. I don't need to hear it because you handled it. But if you
So
didn't
you
stop
don't
it
want
immediately,
you don't want to know about your girl being sexually harassed at work, even if she's fixed the problem right then.
I want my girl to handle it. If she handled it, and then I don't need to know if she handled it.
Bro, that's fucking cap. You're a fucking liar. You're fucking lying. You're lying if you say that you don't want to know
I
about
don't
your
need
sexual
to
harassment.
know. You do you understand? I don't. Okay, for okay. Do you really want men to tell you their emotions every day?
If they
You
feel
want them to
the
be.
need
You
to,
want the men to be in tune with their emotions.
if they need
They
to.
would literally tell you they thought about sleeping with somebody every day.
Hey, guess what?
You want to hear that?
Just because you're in tuned with your emotions
Hey,
doesn't
hey, hey,
mean
hey,
that you
hey, hey, guess what,
have
though,
just
babe? I
because you're
figured
in
it out. I
tune that
figured it out, babe. I
yeah.
didn't. Do you
Just
want?
because
Do
you're in
you
tune
want
with
your
your
man to
emotions
do that
doesn't mean that you have to talk about it every second of every day.
again? Do you want your man to do that?
I want
Do
my
you
man
want
to
him to
communicate with
really
me
tell you?
when he feels it necessary. I want my man to communicate with me. If he feels like the feeling is strong enough, like, you know what, babe, I think about fucking these bitches on a regular basis and I just can't hold that shit in no more. Nigga, talk to me about it. If that's something that you want to do,
You
don't be sitting right here with me.
every man that I ever heard that actually expressed itself to a woman, she turned around and used that shit as leverage on him
And
or
guess
way
what?
to.
That's a weak ass bitch. That doesn't mean that that man is weak. She's a weak ass bitch because she can't hold her fucking man up. That's what that is.
I'm talking about even after the relationship is over.
Again, weak ass bitch. Super weak ass bitch. Don't fucking
So
do that.
you
That's dumb as fuck. You can't ask somebody to be emotionally vulnerable and communicate their emotions to you and then hold that shit against them. They telling you about some shit to their in their past or how they feel about some shit, and then you using that against them. The fuck, you a weak ass bitch.
so you don't think that it's never a good time to put your feelings aside?
There are, and there's a good time to put your feelings aside for both sides.
But
I do
why
understand
I
that
gotta
women
be
are
in
more
tune?
emotional
If I mastered blocking my feelings out, why is that a problem?
because you're in a fucking
Why
relationship.
can't that
You're
be
in
my
a
way of
relationship
dealing
and
with it?
you both have feelings and you need to express those feelings.
You
The
you
person that
still
you're
ain't telling
with
me
needs to know how you feel.
why you still ain't telling me why we're the most expressing feelings people on this planet nowadays, and we are losing in marriage and in relationship. Tell me that shit is not working.
Because it's a fucking war and it's about
It's not working.
it is. It's the battle of
It's,
the fucking
it
it's the
just
battle
sounds
of the
good.
fucking sexes, and it's all about, and if we're gonna talk about it specifically, the black community is black women bashing black men, and then there's black men bashing black women, when we could just have a conversation and talk to each other and then build off of what each other is fucking saying. That's all that fucking is.
Tell
That's
me
why
why.
we're here.
We all, but even if it does not matter, because even if they're bashing, guess what they're doing? They're expressing their feelings. It comes off as bashing because now you're expressing your feelings, and you take what I said out of context because it hurts your feelings. So you're in tune with yourself. Men do not need to be in tune with their feelings that fucking much. Don't no woman want no complaining ass man
Just
on
because
their
you're
side.
in no pause. Just because you're in tune with your feelings and you're in tune with your emotions, again, like you said, it's about the response. You do not have to respond in a negative aspect. You do
So
not
you
have to talk,
believe
you do not have to talk down about another person or another group of people just to express how you feel about something.
if you're watching, come to YouTube and Facebook and join the conversation. I ask you now on TikTok, come to YouTube and Facebook and join the
You done
conversation.
said it like 100
We are.
times.
Oh, I'm over here. This is my first class. This is I'm starting to do night classes every weekly, and I'm just learning. Teaching the lost souls out there. You have to express your feelings. Pull it up. You are have to express your feelings, or you're a fucking robot. No, it's not a robot. The way I express my feelings is not how you do. By yet, 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 don't come back. Men express their feelings like, damn,
Again, if you're
damn.
like a lot
Oh
women,
well.
I
The
can be
I'm gonna
bothered.
tell
Hold
you
on,
what.
hold on. I can
No,
be
no, you ain't
bothered
let me
about
finish. You ain't let me finish. The reason, if you got any women at the damn at any job site, oh, this is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. I want y'all to go watch where they put a bunch of women on this island and they put a bunch of men on this island and see who survived. All the women did there was sit there and express their feelings. Men felt the same shit that the women did, pushed it down, and they was able to survive. I can't wait. I'm gonna send that shit to you. The show had to keep saving the women because they kept dying. If the producers didn't stop and start helping
You're
them get,
missing it,
they
bruh.
could not come because they could not come to a solution because all of them kept expressing their feelings about everything they showed up with. This is the exact difference between
Cool.
men and women.
Great.
It
Kudos to
nobody
them.
who made her the leader, who did this. I guess we need to vote. Men got it done. Hey, you handle that, you handle that, you handle that, you handle that. Y'all died like 4 times on the show.
Guess
Y'all didn't
what?
even survive.
Just
Why?
because you're just because
Why?
you're in
Now imagine men.
you're in tune with your fucking emotions doesn't mean that you have to express them all the fucking time. I can be bothered by some shit 10 times a fucking day and not bring it up to him. Why? Because it's
You
little
just
shit.
said you'll date a complaining ass man.
I said I would date someone who expresses their fucking feelings. He doesn't
That's a
have to complain
complaining ass
all
man.
fucking day. No, you're the same guy who thinks that somebody knowing how the fuck they feel is a weak ass nigga. No, that's
We
not. Somebody
I just
hiding,
ain't knowing. I
somebody
said
hiding the
in
way they
tune.
feel.
If he's
Hold
a
on,
master,
somebody hiding the way they feel and not communicating that is a weak ass
I
person.
can't
Because
wait. I
you are
can't.
your men are the same fucking motherfuckers that will fucking say, "Oh, I'm not a mind reader. I can't read mine. She expect me to read her fucking mind because she's walking around, she's upset and she's dealing with this shit internally. Not, but you want her to express it. What's wrong? What's really wrong? Express to you what's wrong so that you can fix it. But you want her to express herself. It's called communication. I don't have to bring every fucking thing that bothers me to you. There are certain things that I should bring to you because they're important. But all the minor little things, that's called fucking nagging. And the women don't need to always fucking do that. They don't need to fucking nag. So men can express themselves, but they don't have to be a complaining ass motherfucking nigga. They can just
So
express themselves when they feel
so
that it's necessary.
so tell me why is it that okay, since you believe that bullshit that you just said, who do
D.
you think are more who do you think are more in tune with their feelings, men or women? Don't
I
try
feel
to
like
think.
more. I feel
Oh
like
no,
women.
don't try to think what I must do. Just think
I
who
know
be
about think about
honest,
you. Look,
who is more in tune with
women.
their feelings,
Listen,
men or women?
women are more in tune with their emotions, but I do feel
Emotions,
like
I mean.
women. I do feel like women. A lot of women need to work on how they control their emotions.
I ain't
Now,
asked you
I
that.
do feel also that some men need to be more in tune
You
with
made me
their
lose my
emotions so
point.
that they can express themselves and have a conversation, because I've actually talked to a lot of people, a lot of men who aren't willing to express their emotions or not willing to express how they feel, and then their relationships end up going downhill because I don't know how to tell her, I don't know how to da da da. And some men are complaining because they never felt like it was okay for them to express themselves because of men like you telling them that that's weak.
It is fucking weak.
Telling them that
It
it's
is
weak.
weak.
It's not weak.
It's weak as hell for a man to be complaining like a woman.
It's weak as hell for anybody to complain all the fucking time. Why are you complaining ass bitch? Why are you a
Nah,
nagging man?
don't try to put it on the same pedestal.
No, it
Women,
is.
if you just told me that women are more in tune with their emotions and they deal with their emotions a lot more, so it makes sense that they complain like that. But when a woman man start to complain like a woman, don't no fucking woman want a
Because
man to complain.
women have, it's the hormones and shit. It's gonna come out fast. It's gonna come out
Okay,
more.
okay,
However,
so that's why he shouldn't
everybody
be in
has
tune.
everybody has emotions, and everyone has to deal with their fucking emotions. And if you're sitting there and you have to deal with your fucking emotions
Okay,
alone,
I'm
that can become
asking
a
you
negative
this. I'm
relationship.
asking you this. Who is more in tune with their emotions?
Bro, you already asked me that fucking question.
Just
But
answer it.
what
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
man
did
or woman?
fucking answer it. I
Let's
did
slow it down.
fucking answer it.
I ain't heard it. I ain't heard
Yeah,
then. If
because
you
you
did,
keep
all right.
talking.
Hey, listen, man or woman, who's more in tune with their emotions?
I feel like most women are more in tune with their
We can
emotions.
stop right there. You can stop right there. Then
No,
why the fuck do then why the fuck do most women don't really like hanging with women, but they want to hang around guys?
Like I fucking said,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
women are more in
Why
tune with
do
their
most
emotions. Oh,
women
hold on, because this is why you didn't
enjoy
hear it the first fucking
working?
time. Nah, bro,
Wo-
this is why you didn't hear
Women
it the
more
first
like,
fucking time.
yo, you ain't about to
That's
cut
why,
me off. Women,
no,
hey,
no.
I'm about to mute your motherfucking ass. You
Yeah.
keep cutting me off.
Am I or
I
are
said,
you? Because you're not listening, Linda.
I said this. Women would rather have a male boss. Women like male friends better than like
Let's
female
not get
friends.
fucked by that.
Women like to work with males more because they don't complain because they're not in tune with their feelings like you are. Stop it.
If you get your head out your ass, you can hear what I said. I
Ah,
said
ah.
women are more in tune with their fucking emotions, but I do feel that women need to work more at controlling their emotions. Men need to work more at expressing themselves
No, they
instead of
don't.
keeping shit hush.
That shit don't work.
Men need to work more with expressing themselves because they keep the shit bottled up and then they end up pushing it out on people in the wrong fucking moments, or they end up removing themselves from a fucking situation. No, if you're in a relationship, you need to learn how to communicate with your fucking partner. That's what it is. If you're single, do single things, motherfucker. If you want to explode on the inside, then fucking explode on the inside. But it's a healthy level of communication. You don't
Okay,
have to be
like you
fucking
still ain't answer that question.
because you're
You
doing with your emotions.
all this talking and expressing that this generation is doing. Why the fuck is marriage and everything else failing?
Marriage isn't
Because
failing
that shit
because
don't
of
work.
it.
You got to
Marriage
have a
isn't failing
yin.
because there's too much communication.
Listen,
They're failing
listen.
because of the lack
Hey,
of.
do you feel like life has its balances? You have the yin, you have the yang, you have the
Mhm.
good, you have the bad, you have the dark, you have the light. Stop asking me to be more like you, because we're not.
Hello, that's why
Stop
there's an
asking me to
even
be more like
playing
you.
field.
And they don't
Okay,
even play it because we're two
you
different
don't have
creatures.
to. No, everybody should be
It's
emotionally
two different
mature and
creatures.
available for a relationship.
Oh, and the reason I can say a man that complains like a bitch is a bitch is because I know what's inside of him. And the only
We're talking
thing,
about complaining.
listen, I know what he goes through. I know that, yo, you got to push that shit down. You ever see a man try to confide in his friends? Friends know, hey, man, don't bring all that bullshit over here. Don't bring all that bullshit over here. We having a
Everybody needs
good
somebody
time.
to talk.
Push
Everybody,
that shit down because
everybody,
talking about what?
everybody needs somebody to talk to.
I'm just wondering, all
Everybody,
this talking that we doing, ain't nobody. And why should we have better and more successful marriages and relationships if
it's
that's the case?
like I said, it's not about too much communication. It's about the lack of communication.
I
Because
want to
men
ask
are
y'all.
able to express what they want in relationships and what they need. Like little dude, he expressed that he didn't want to date a baby mama, a single mother, and bitches
She
jumped down his fucking
she
throat.
said we are the same creatures. That's a lie. That is a lie. We are not. We are not the same creatures. We do not move in a certain way like that. Just stop it. Just say, you know what's easy to say? I'm glad I'm here. I didn't know that. That's just that much easier
What?
than to say we are the same creatures. If we're the same creatures, then I shouldn't have to protect you. I should go in a relationship expecting you to pull 50% of everything. I shouldn't want to have to provide for you. If we're the same creature,
I'm gonna tell you
I
right
should
now.
hold your damn door. I should walk on the other side of the road where the
If
traffic
men
coming. If
couldn't
we're the
express how
same
they felt,
creature, huh?
if men couldn't express how they felt, you wouldn't have podcasts.
What?
If men
I
could express how they felt, you wouldn't have podcasts. This is what men
I'm
want. This is how men feel.
no, that's different than complaining
I
to
didn't
a
say anything
woman.
about complaining. You
Yes,
keep associating complaining with being emotionally mature and
I
emotionally in tune with
but you gotta
yourself. You don't
understand
have
what
to
I'm doing.
complain just because
I'm
you
on the
understand your emotions.
I'm on the podcast telling men to stop trying to be more like women because they don't know the hell they talking about. You're two different creatures. Be yourself, they will follow. What's happening is men have these female talking points. Do that ever bother y'all when men talk the way y'all talk?
What do you
Knowing
mean?
that he's a whole fucking man, but he have the talking points of y'all. Does that bother you at all?
What do you mean? Like what?
Like
I mean,
most men that have female talking points are running game on you.
Yeah.
Like all
I
these
think
dudes
there's a
that
nice
look,
balance in it. I
huh?
think there has to be. I think there has to be some kind of
Does
balance.
that ever
There are
throw
niggas
y'all
that are
off that
just
a
like
man is always on your
far
side?
over
Is your
there.
ego that big that you can't see when a month? Because you can't. I've seen it, and I'd be like, damn. The bro code say, don't tell her, because that's fucked up. He working her. But y'all be so wrapped up in that bullshit because you like what he's saying. That's why game has been working on y'all for centuries. You want men to stop lying, but stop allowing lies to work.
Well, see, that's why I think that a lot of bitches are fucking stupid. If you're just gonna
You've
sit
been
there,
lied to, and that shit didn't ran on you. You been getting game ran
no,
on your ass
no,
before
no,
too.
no, 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 fuck that. No,
Ain't
I
no
can play
fuck
devil's
that.
advocate. I can understand where a woman is coming from, and I can understand where a man is coming from. I'm not saying that I'm perfect and I'm always gonna like whatever. We're all different. We're gonna have different opinions and shit. But I feel like we both need to hold each other fucking accountable in different situations, and that's how we end up. And like with women not wanting to hold other women accountable, I want to uplift women. Hello, I'm here with uplifting women. Yes, I'm here. But like, bitch, I'm gonna knock your ass down. No, don't stand up for that, bitch. You stupid. Sit your ass down somewhere. Don't do that. I'm not uplifting you for that bullshit. And I think that more women should do that. And I feel like men should do the same. But men should be able to communicate how they feel or what they want. If they're not able to communicate how they feel and what the fuck it is that they want, then shit, what you gonna just let women run the fucking show, or we're gonna have to read niggas' minds all the fucking time? That makes no fucking sense. Communicate with one another. You don't have to complain all the time. I don't need to complain to you all the time. You don't need to complain to me all the time. But you need
You
to
want to?
understand your fucking emotions and move accordingly.
So wait a minute. If he complains the amount of time you complain, is it okay? You're still avoiding the question. I'm talking
You're
about
not
you
avoiding
with
the
your
question.
emotionally intelligent ass.
You're putting complaint. You're mixing complaining in with emotional maturity, and it's not the same. You're mixing complaining in with being in tune with your emotions, and it's not necessarily the same. Just because I'm in tune with my emotions and I know how I feel about something, and I know what bothers me, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, doesn't mean that I always have to voice that.
I want to Google complaining because I'm pretty sure it
Google,
is
let's Google it.
indicative. You got another phone?
Let me-
What you complaining? Because I think your ass lying. Because I believe you got to be in tune in order to complain. I'm pretty sure expressing something that you find that's in
The
tune.
expression of dissatisfaction and annoyance about something.
Okay, what you just said,
I said being emotionally in tuned. You're talking about
that is
complaining.
expressing. Read the definition. That's
Right.
that's
I literally
maturity.
just said
And
just because you're emotionally in tune with yourself doesn't mean that you have to express
I
every single
said
feeling.
you said
You
that.
want
Eh,
to be right so bad, bro, but you're not.
you didn't like that damn definition. That's
You're
all
wrong.
that was.
No, I know what complaining is. Complaining is voicing your dissatisfaction with something. I get
Ain't
that. I
that being in
understand that.
tune?
Let's Google emotionally in tune because you see
Ain't that in tune? You just didn't like that. I knew I was gonna get your ass. You just
emotion. No,
didn't like
hold
that shit.
on. Emotion.
You didn't like the definition, did you?
I don't mind.
Hey, get the comment. Somebody said so bad. What you mean? I want to be right so bad. I
Thank
am right.
you.
I know it ain't so bad. I'm feeling bad that you wrong. Cause I thought that
No,
after class I would at least
and
get three
emotional
students. Huh?
emotional attunement is the state of recognizing, understanding, and engaging with someone's emotional state.
It's the same shit.
I don't have to complain for me to recognize that I'm feeling no, for me to
You
recognize
it just didn't work for you, player. Just say it didn't work for you. You got
no.
your ass whooped.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
go back to
Bro,
middleman.
you don't want to be wrong. You know I'm about to get in your ass.
No,
You know
I'm
I'm
gonna
about to
give
get
you
in your ass.
you don't need a couple days to
Being
make
in
your
tune,
point.
that was emotional attunement for someone else. Being in tune with your emotions is an expression that represents how aligned your emotions are to the expression of these emotions on your face. So it was like we
Thank
said before,
you.
it's
Them
about
definitions ain't
recognizing.
working. Them definitions ain't working.
It's about recognizing that I feel a certain type of way and then
That
reacting
is
a certain way.
complaining.
It's about
Read definition of
no,
complaining again.
motherfucker, listen, Linda. Stop talking and listen. You recognize that you feel a certain type of way, and then you decide to move accordingly. All right, just because I know that I'm angry, I know I'm angry. So I'm not gonna engage in this conversation with your ass right now. You know what? I can't talk to you about this right now. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna do some other shit. I'm emotionally in tune with my fucking self. I know
So,
that I don't want to sit here and argue
uh,
with your ass.
okay, so okay, let me get it straight. So that's your definition. You just made up a
No,
definition. You ain't,
that's what
uh,
that hello. That's what the
okay,
fuck it said.
okay. So,
And if you're
all right,
emotionally tuned with somebody else, then you recognize how they feeling.
all right. If you before y'all came in, we was talking about we're supposed to be doing a recap of
We are.
the
We went
middleman.
all up.
Middleman in a relationship. Middleman is like the glue. The middleman is metaphorically speaking is about like what kept you in your relationship. And the first one was we talked about healer, somebody that caught you when you was broke, helped build you back up. And then do you let that person go after you realize you didn't love him, but you love what they done for you? Now you're literally healed, but you're about to break the person that healed you. Should you and do you owe that person your time, your energy, and your love? But there's let me
I know we did go off topic.
but there's a different emotion. So if if you can call about being happy, it's still expressing your emotions, or is it complaining? Hey, I read the
Ah,
definition, right? I read the definition. You
so
can't
happiness
change
is
the
complaining,
definition to try to make the shit fit your argument. We
bro.
just told you if a man is complaining
You don't lost. You might as well switch to
like a
middleman,
woman, you will not date him. Stop it.
bro.
So
You don't
let's
lost. You
go
might as well
to,
switch to the middleman.
all right, so the middle back we should be talking about the middleman because your ass got your ass whooped when you start googling shit.
Whatever.
Look, so would you leave a person that built you back up and you was in pieces, and now you thought you loved him, but you fell in love with the healer. Now you're healed, and now you look back and say, "Hey, I really don't. I thank him, but I don't love him." Do you owe that man your love, or are you gonna break the person that helped fix you, like Kay suggested?
I did not suggest that. I
Oh,
said
y'all
that
can go back.
I did
Y'all can
not.
go
Don't
back.
lie to the
Y'all can
people.
go back and watch the shit.
I said I would try to make the relationship work. And if there
If you're
was just still
watching
no
here, go to
connection on either
YouTube
side,
and
I would leave.
Facebook and come in the conversation. I'm just letting y'all know we live for real, for real.
Y'all
All
don't
right, go
scream
ahead.
because I didn't say that. I said what I said was that I would try.
So would you leave, like Kay said, would you leave the person that helped build you?
I said I would
That's
try.
the healer.
I would try the
Would you
relationship,
leave
but if
him?
it's not there, then it's not there. I'm not gonna force it. I can't force it.
Hey, what happens when you get with somebody that meets all of them things on your list, but he does not have that umph? See, because some people date their ideas. Like I put the clip out yesterday when I'm like, when they get like men, they think that having a bad bitch or having a good looking girl is gonna bring them joy. Now
Yeah.
you get this bad bitch, but she does not have you don't have a real connection with them. What do you do when you dating your ideas? That damn list you just came up with. God laughing at it.
No, that's why the sauce and the toppings are just like on top. Like the real thing you really need to worry about is the core values. All the other stuff can change and shift. Like you can adjust how you feel about certain things with the sauce and the toppings, and they can adjust how they do about certain things because all that really should matter, and that's why there's only you can list as many as you want, but the top five are should be the most important, like as far as core values go. But outside of that, it shouldn't be like fuck a checklist.
So is most women list of what they want or what they need?
Most of them are what they want. For real, like the fuck.
So
I have my
your list
friends.
consists of mostly of what you want versus what you need.
Mm-hmm. Who mine? No, not
Hey,
mine.
because if that man came, that package that you got right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff you got written down. If he came in a 4 or 5 frame, how would you take it?
I would take it.
That was
Height
a
isn't a big
slow.
deal for me,
That
though.
was
So
a
you gotta
slow
pick
ass
something else.
answer. That
No,
was
you
a
gotta
slow
pick something else
ass.
though, because I've
If you
dated people
came in
shorter
a
than
600 pound frame, how would you take it? He bet all that stuff on that list. You didn't put physicality on that list, did you?
hygiene is really big on my list. So I don't
Well,
understand how
hygiene
he's
is
gonna really
fine.
be able to clean himself like
It's
that.
you know what I'm saying?
And really, on the show, my 600 pound life, they don't be cleaning themselves that well. Hygiene is very important to me on my list. It's up at the top with the core values. The fuck, I
Okay,
can't date him.
but this pastor said something that was so dope that he said that, and then he put the onus on men, and I kind of like this because he said that God would never send you a complete woman.
Hmm.
He will send you the raw material. God is not going to send you a complete man. He
Hmm.
will send you the raw material.
Hmm.
So he said that if that woman is not better after dating you, then you failed her. If that man is not better after dating you, then you fail him. Everybody want this put together fantasy ass idea man, and they will throw away raw material. Like you got all you need is the instructions to put them together. The instructions are in the box. But if it ain't came already made, you're not gonna take the time to put it together.
Hmm.
And I like that idea
Yeah, that's cool.
because that gives us a long time to build each other to the point where we can look back and say we did that. Now we can actually live out our ways. Like that's how I love, like I don't want no relationship that ain't been battle tested. We too flawed as fucking human beings to not have a relationship that ain't been battle tested. If you ain't cried over me or you ain't called me a piece of shit at some point in our relationship, I ain't fucking with you. That means you don't even know me yet. You can't deal with the real me. Do you understand? You
No, I
can't
get
deal with the real me. If your relationship ain't battle tested, you are a fucking lie. You only there because the road is not bumpy.
no,
But
I
the
feel
but Javal said do better or for worse. But y'all women don't stick around for the worst. So I say, and men are starting to no, women still ask for the divorce first. It's like 80% of women asking for the divorce first. So y'all don't stick around for the worst. If we ain't if I ain't called you a bitch at least 35 times, you don't really love me. That
I
ain't
think
love.
it depends on the relationship and what is communicated
Oh my
and
God.
like how and as to how it's gonna work. But I mean, like, I don't think that anybody's fucking perfect. I do feel like a lot of people go into relationships with this little image in their head, and oh, you like. I feel like a lot of guys fall in love with the idea of me, and then I tell them like, all right, you might not like my ass in a few
So but
months.
like think about this though. Like I don't see nothing wrong with building a man. I'm not saying make the damn cake from scratch. But if you
Hmm.
got ingredients, but you missing the salt or you missing the sugar, well, we gonna have to go to the grocery store. We gonna
You'll
take a little time. We
be
gonna have to go get that. Cause you damn near at where I need you to be to get that finger licking
on
good
your
shit going
little
on.
garlic powder.
You know what I'm saying? I like the fact that I give you the raw material. Now it's up to you to put her together. I love it. And if women took the same approach and said, I'll take the raw material because I can work with this. But it got to be something you can work with. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something you can work with. But I take the raw material and I can build it. I just think that would make to where your relationship is hard to penetrate. It's hard to hear words from somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't understand. Whenever even when you in life and that's why people take so much pride in their kids because they created it.
Hmm.
But if I come already and you don't, I don't need. I come in with attitude. Well, I don't need a man. I don't need a woman. Then what the hell are we doing? How
Correct.
do you make me better?
That's a great fucking question because I tell people in a heartbeat,
See, like a man dealing with
I
you,
need somebody.
with a man dealing with you, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got much to work with off the bat, right? He know that you talk too much and you talk over people
That you
and
talk
you're
over me.
using it wrong. So you
No,
need a
I'm
man.
not. I
So you
mean,
need a man with patience. So he got to take that fireball that's burns in you, and he got to know how to sprinkle it. So you don't need a man that like to fight back with you because y'all it's gonna take a while
I
for y'all to
don't
get
like
stuff
to fight.
done. Yo, yes you do. You
I don't
too
like to
good
fight.
at it.
I like to have a
You too
conversation,
good
but
at
I
it.
don't like to fight. I fight with you.
You too
I don't like
good
to
at
fight with my man.
it. So you need a patient nigga, right?
I need somebody who's willing to talk.
Somebody that love cat. No, because no,
He can like
he
cats.
ain't.
He can tolerate cats.
Huh?
He can't hate them.
I don't really like cats like that. But I just saying, like, to be honest though, I just like that method of whatever she don't have, let me see if I can make it. I can put it in her.
Let me
Like
find you.
if she lacks insecurity and I doing something that triggers her insecurity, let us figure out how I can help her with that.
Yeah, but you can only help so much.
No, you can only help as much as you want to.
No, you can only help so much because at some point they're gonna have to put in some work because only way they're gonna change is if they're willing to change if they want to change.
Right.
One, it's okay for you to put
No,
forth
but no,
effort, but
you got
like,
to understand. You got to understand that you got to have. I'm not saying, yo, I'm saying both have to look at us as raw material and that we're
mhm.
piecing together this is like it's like a puzzle. You put it on the table and it's our marriage. And we damn near got the puzzle all the way put together. So we just need to work out on how to fix these pieces.
You know what I feel like a big issue is with it all is that a lot of people feel like they are just fucking perfect. And they're going into a relationship and I'm this perfect motherfucker and this person is gonna have to form to me. No, bitch, nigga, you need help too. This nigga
Right.
need work. This bitch need work. Everybody need work. We not perfect. Nobody is fucking perfect. And y'all gotta work on each other and get to know each other.
She
And
said
that's for me.
you can't complete someone, you can only support.
Yes.
You don't do you feel like you complete somebody? I agree. Only God. I think God can complete you. I don't think nobody's. But we know that. So we know
Yeah.
that nothing. We're not 100% nothing. Otherwise, we'll be gods. So we don't. We don't. We're not 100%. But nothing comes 100%. But I promise you this: you can't. You can't fall out of love with your child. I don't see too many people falling out of love with their kids,
Yeah.
huh? Now how the fuck? How the fuck is that possible? How the fuck you can fall out in love with your husband, but you can't fall in love with you can't fall you we had how you gonna fall how you can you fall out of love with your husband, but you can't fall out of love with your kid. Your kid could be a damn murderer, a pedophile. You gonna still love him?
They
Your
came. I
husband,
asked if they came
your
out of it.
husband can literally just cheat it
They
and
created
you
that
fall out of love with him. But your child can be a murderer, pedophile, killer, whatever, and you'll be at the courthouse crying.
because they created that child and they pushed that child out of them. Plus, I
Do
think
you know how dumb that is
sometimes
though?
with situations like that, though, I don't necessarily know if it's like a continued love. I feel like it might be like a sense of responsibility. Like, damn, I created this motherfucker and I don't put it out into the world, and now we got a pedophile or a rapist or
How
something like that.
how do the creators? How do the creation trumps the creators? That does not make sense. Y'all can make another child, but y'all it's just that crazy for us to actually we ran out of love. No, we just stopped trying.
Nigga, the same way
It
we
got
stand together
hard,
for kids.
and we stopped trying.
The same way we staying together for the fucking kids. I don't love your ass no more. Or we growing apart or something. But we staying together
I
for the
don't
fucking
believe
kids
in
because I
growing
love
apart.
that child.
I don't believe in growing apart. I believe these are for better or for worse. These are your trials and tribulations. You
That
just want
doesn't
to
mean you
use
don't grow
growing apart.
apart.
People do want to use growing apart to get out of their consequences.
You
They
can
don't
grow
want to
apart.
go through. They don't want to go through the rough times.
Bro,
So
you can grow
they choose
apart
to get like we
romantically.
grew apart or the love ran out. But the truth be told, they don't want to go through the thick of things.
But that's why I was
That's
saying, like, some relationships, like, even if all that shit the love run out or whatever the fuck it is, like, some marriages are business fucking agreements. All right, yeah. So the love not necessarily there, but the security is here, and then the comfortability is here, like the familiarity is here. Like, nigga, I don't want to go trying to new. I want to stay right here or whatever. You're comfortable in here, and you stick with comfort instead of all right. The love gone, nigga. I'm comfortable.
all
This
right.
is
If you're
good.
on
I like what we
TikTok,
got going on.
Facebook, come. If you're on TikTok, come to YouTube and Facebook and have a conversation. I'm not gonna respond to the comments because I can't really see them. I'm looking at the comments over here. So y'all just come on to YouTube and Facebook and hear some of this nonsense I'm hearing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying?
Nothing. A whole bunch of nothing.
What I was saying? You responded. What did you just say?
I was saying that a lot of people, even when like you can grow apart romantically, like the love can disappear, but some
No,
people say,
I got it.
listen, the
I
love,
got it. I got it. I actually what I said. I actually started talking again. I
nigga, no,
I, I said,
no,
listen to this. I said people use bullshit like the love change, we fell apart or we grew apart because they don't want to go through the trials and tribulations. Every relationship have them. I can't. I if you're a woman that's been married twice, I don't know how the hell you fall for. How could a fool fall for you on marriage number three?
bro. I mean,
How
sometimes it
could
doesn't
a
have. I
fool? That's
feel
like
like
if you've been married before, you suspect.
I feel like people. No, I feel
But if
like
you've been married
I feel like
twice and then you're in your
I feel
third
like people
marriage,
do grow apart. People do grow apart, but again, previously people
so
were
you believe
like
you're a dating person that was on his third marriage. You will be the fourth wife. I'm just asking.
I feel like sometimes people jump into shit before they know the person, and you do need to know the person before you go jumping into some shit. So if they're a fucking coward that runs away from everything that they fucking start, then you probably shouldn't get with that person. You probably shouldn't marry that person. But also,
Great.
I do feel like people do grow apart. Romantically or emotionally or whatever the fuck it is. But I do also feel like once people get to that level, maybe it's not necessarily it's
This
not
what
the
happened.
love, it's not the love that keeps them together. It's like they're comfortable in that relationship, so they want to stay there. It's the security, it's the business agreement, whatever. But they stay together because they're friends and they're comfortable with one another, even if the love
No,
isn't necessarily what it was before.
people don't grow apart. People just want something else.
People change,
People want other things.
and people change.
Like I said, people want that's a cute word for it too. But people want other things. They don't grow apart. They just want other shit.
The love can change.
Yeah, because I want other shit.
It's not even about wanting something else. It's about the
It's
relationship.
all about
It's
wanting
not even
something else.
about. It's not about wanting something else. It's about like
You
just
tell me
our
how
love
you fall
changing
out of
and the
love with your
relationship
child.
changing.
How do you fall out of love with your child? If you saying people change, shouldn't that have the same effect if the love is unconditional, right?
The love is still fucking there. It's just that the love changes.
So your love changes for your child.
If they're a
After time goes by, you stop loving them the same.
serial killer rapist, my love is a little
Stop
more.
lying. Ain't no woman gonna stop loving their child.
Who said it was
Stop
going
it.
to come to a complete halt? With you, it's all or nothing,
How
bro.
do you tell me
There's a
that you the
gray
love runs
area.
out with the man?
I can still have love for somebody and
That's
not be
cap.
head over heels madly in love with them. Or the love can change over time. Love can get stronger over time. Love can weaken over time. Or I can gain a different respect for you over fucking time. I am going to change over fucking time. We can grow together and understand each other over fucking time and continue to stay with each other over fucking time.
Once again, you feel like you can fall out of love with somebody over time, right?
Yeah,
Can you fall out of love with your child over time?
it depends on the situation, but I doubt it.
Exactly.
The
Stop
love
lying.
can change. Is what I said. The love can change. Even if it doesn't disappear, like let's say you don't fall out of love with your child, but the love can fucking change if he's like a serial rapist that just can't
All
get his
right.
shit together.
Let me see. I am married 22 years in August, but we are very different now and separated. We became different because people who didn't coexist. All right. I can't even read that. Hey, pull it up. Babe. Pull it up. Harmoniously. Well, let me say this. You separated because y'all want some different shit. You've been influenced by the world. But I'm here to save, and I'm glad you're here because we here to save the marriages out there. Don't nobody know you better than that man. That's 22 years in. Y'all need to try to fix that. 22 years in, if y'all been doing that good, okay, how long has been bad? Okay, you got
Right.
if it's been 11 bad and 11 good, you get the but if it's 2 years of good and you got 2 years of bad and 20 years of good, you need to take your ass back home. Cause that's crazy. I would love to know that. That is crazy. Now, if you 11 and 11, get your ass about it up. But if you 20 and 2 years are bad, you ungrateful. Matter of fact, you or he is ungrateful. Pull up the next one. Ungrateful. All right, hold on. Go down to the separated because he wanted something different. It was a lot of bad, but I stuck it out because I was invested in. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. You just muddied up the question right there. Don't hover over it. Don't hover over it. Hey, yeah, move the mouse. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I asked you how many years were good versus bad. Because some people would throw away 22 years because 20 was good and 22 of them was bad.
And
That's
she said most of
ungrateful.
it was bad.
That's ungrateful. That is ungrateful. If you are in a relationship where you have 5 years of good and 1 year of bad, and that 1 year bad trump 5 years of good, that means you are a person that will quit whenever it gets tough. That's just what it is. Ain't no ride or die chicks no more. The ride or die chick is dead. I got the last one. I got the last one. It's over.
That's right. Represent your base.
Good might have been 9.
Oh,
Oh, damn. The good have been 9. You in that 22 years?
you stuck it out. I mean,
Oh, man. No, bro. Come on. Now. No, he wanted something different.
yeah.
If it's not good, let me put my calculations on. That would make 13 bad. But he want to leave. We know who the problem is.
Oh, come on.
Hey, come on now.
No, you can be in a relationship and trying to work it out, but the other person isn't putting forth the effort. Because I know plenty of people who have been married or in serious relationships, and then after it's over, then they're like, "Damn, I could have put a little more."
Ride or die is still if he need. Oh shit. Well,
Hmm?
ride or die and still if he need it. That's big. Oh, she really care about him.
Yeah.
People don't understand when they have been a long. People don't understand when they haven't been in a long-term relationship. I agree. That's a lot of time to invest in something, and then you gonna walk away. You're not gonna find nobody that know you better than he do. It's too much time there. I don't give a damn how happy you are at some time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It ain't. But if it's been 9 years of only good and 13 of bad, bad for who though? I think and he wanted to leave. That don't make sense. Kay, does that make sense to you? Go ahead and try to put your cape on. And she's
Yeah.
willing to be a ride or die still for him.
Well, I mean, on like, of course, we don't know the ins and outs of it.
Either you are a superhuman, superwoman type, or you got caught cheating.
Or some people, they don't necessarily believe in divorce or separation or anything. They believe in riding it out and staying with that person. And so maybe they try to like work it out, but the energy wasn't the same on the other side of things. Or maybe they did both try to work it out, but like she was the type that was just like, all right, well, we got to figure out something else to keep us together. And then he was like, no, actually, I'm out of here.
Okay, so let me get this straight.
I think it's the bear.
Is the man not supposed to also be a ride or die? Yes, men are usually the ride or die in the relationship. That's why women ask for 82% of women ask for divorce. It's that high. Women are not the ride or dies. Women date with conditions. Women get in a relationship for conditions. Like I said, if you can't fall out of love with you the way you fall out of love with your man, your child, you can't fall in love with your child like you fall in love with your man, then you never loved your man unconditionally.
But again, though, I feel like people, like I said before, motherfuckers are getting married for the wrong shit these days. It's superficial shit. How much
What
money
do you
you
get married? What do you get married? What are you getting married for? What would you get married for?
make? Love.
There you go. There you go. But
But some people
obviously,
get married for finance, like, oh, he got to make a certain amount of money. He got to be 6'1"
okay, hold on, time out. How many times have you been in love? Or was
in
it fake
love.
love? You might not have never been in love, yo.
I've been in love before.
I don't believe you.
Why?
Because I don't think you can fall in love with one time.
I think you can fall in love multiple times.
I think you can only fall in love one time.
I think you can fall in love multiple times. But the person that
And
I
then
did,
fall in love
I
with
was in
conditions as
love.
well. See,
The
men
one
fall in love
person
with
I was in
conditions.
love with, he
Don't yeah, you're right. Men do fall in love with conditions too.
I think
I don't
everybody pretty much falls in love with, most people fall in love with conditions, but I think it just like what is really fucking important. Are you falling in love because of the superficial shit? Or are you falling in love because of for the fucking crust? Are you here for the crust, bitch? Or are you here for the fucking toppings? Why are you here? And I think
yeah.
that determines whether or not a relationship is going to be successful or not.
Yeah, but you're right because anything that has a good foundation should be worked on.
Yeah.
Anything that has a good foundation should be worked on.
And people are willing to work on it if it has a good foundation. But if it doesn't, it started off rocky, bitch, I'm here because I think you look good.
There's more than one soulmate for anyone. What is that? Let me read it. There is more than one soulmate for anyone, and there is more than one time to. Ain't no more than one soulmate.
I don't know about the soulmate part, but I do think
If it's more than one soulmate, then why the hell would I get married?
I don't think that there's more than one
You think
soulmate.
I'm gonna leave the other soulmates by themselves? If I get married, then they mean they don't have a soulmate anymore. You just gave me a reason to be a hoe again. Thank you, man.
Okay.
What was it, man?
You can fall in love multiple times, but
The woman said we can get you got soulmates.
I think you only meet your soulmate once, but you can fall in love multiple times.
Well, I'm about to shut this all down. This concludes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth podcast live edition with the recap of episode 19. If you
Kind of.
haven't watched episode 19, Relationship Middleman, you should do so on YouTube. Also subscribe and hit that notification button. That way you can actually,
What we were
learn
supposed to be
some.
talking about.
Learn some. The next podcast episode 20 that will be dropping next Tuesday is called Your Cheating Heart. And we're going to deep dive into that situation. But until then, go and watch all the podcasts. It's time to run the numbers up,
Yeah.
up. And y'all gonna enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have people on my podcast that agree with me at all, for the most part.
Because you're usually
They
wrong.
only agree with me when the cameras come on. Because later on, Kay gonna text me and say, "Yo, you was right. I appreciate it.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
You was right. I appreciate that knowledge you dropped now.
Hell no,
Now,
I'm gonna text you and be like, wrong as fuck still.
so that concludes. I'ma holler at y'all. Hey, I'll see you Friday, player.
Yeah.
All right, and we out.
Bye.
Out.